Hi, this is Hope Stafford with the Hope Helps Group, and I am starting a new segment called Mental Health Mondays. And I would like to introduce Randy Rohr, a retired pastor and now a spiritual life coach. Hi, Randy.
Hi, Hope. How are you?
Good. So, Randy was actually my life coach through some very difficult business decisions and life choices, and he is very, very wise and helpful. And so I would like to share some of that with you. And we will start today. So, Randy, I have a question for you
Okay.
because we're in the middle of a pandemic, and I know a lot of things have changed this year, and a lot of people are struggling with mental health. And now you add in it's the holidays, and people are maybe not getting together with their families, and things look different. So, what is one thing you would recommend to help people maintain a good mental outlook during these difficult times?
Okay. Well, first of all, thank you for having me on, Hope. I'm enjoying this. And as you mentioned, we've worked together and we've become very good friends. So if you're not a friend of Hope's, you need to be. So um, one of the things that I learned personally, and I would say, is at the core of all of our mental health has to do with our expectations. There's a phrase that I heard once and like to use it. It's that expectations are premeditated resentments. And what that means is that we get a picture in our head of what we expect to happen. And then if it doesn't happen according to the picture, then we're resentful. So the way to deal with that is to know what your expectation is. Like, let's say, for instance, you're having some family over and you're expecting this wonderful experience, but then Uncle Joe or someone does something that messes it up. Well, that creates some anger and resentment. Well, it'd be much better if you know, for instance, that Uncle Joe does that type of thing, to change your expectation about everyone and the situation, to say that, yeah, some things aren't going to go perfect, and that's okay. You know, Uncle Joe might do this, or Aunt Sally might do that, or so on and so forth. But it's about the experience. So adjusting your expectations, and Hope this relates to everything we do in life. This is a core thing. And there's a lot said about surrender and acceptance. And really that's the tool, if you will, that helps us deal with our expectations. We all do expectations. That's just what the human mind does. We're trying to figure out what's going to happen. But we need to control it to accept reality, that everything's not going to be perfect, and come to the space that that's okay. So that whenever something happens, we go, oh, hey, here's a mess, let's clean it up. We're still together and we're having a wonderful experience. So I think that's a real key. It's been a key for me, but it's a key for how to maintain sanity both during the holidays and in the pandemic, you know? So,
I love that. My dad has always said expectations can often lead to disappointments as well.
right.
And I really appreciate what you said is that, things are different this year, so don't expect it to be just like last year or the year before or whatever, and be adaptable to whatever happens and appreciate it.
Right, right. And just say these things, if you go into it with the expectation that it's not going to be perfect and certain things can happen, and even think about what things might happen, because you know your family, then you can say, well, that's okay. This is family. It's about family and they're being family.
Mhm.
Cool. Yeah, yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Randy. So, if you feel like you could use a little extra guidance right now, I will gladly post Randy's contact info. But right now, Randy, go ahead and give us your how do we get in touch with you?
Well, you can call me. I don't have a website at this point, but you can call me at 720-771-0414, or my email is Reverend, REV 77 @live.com. and I'll get right back to you as soon as I can. I would love to work with anyone who is hearing this.
Great. Thank you so much, Randy. That was so helpful. And I hope that it helps some people figure out a new outlook on how to get through this season and this pandemic.
Great. Thank you, Hope.
Thank you.